Apple's all-new Vision Pro headset is about to get a massive discount, but that is not the only big secret that Apple is hiding. It's got a secret port, some wild hidden features built inside, some crazy accessories, and Tim Cook was asked plainly about that pretty big $3,500 price tag, and his response is gonna surprise you.
Do you think this is something that the average person will be able to afford?
So in this video, let me break down what Apple wouldn't tell you during that keynote. Let me break down the top 15 hidden features, big secrets about Apple Vision Pro that you need to know, and also why Apple's headset might really drastically change the rumors for the iPhone 15, because this new lineup of iPhones coming in just a few months may be way better than the rumors have led us to believe. So sit back, relax, get ready to talk some controversy in the comments below, because everything is about to change. So the very first thing I want to do in this video is start it with a question, because I want to know your answer down below in the comments. What are your thoughts on Apple's all-new Vision Pro headset? Are you all in? Are you sold on the idea of this new era of spatial computing? Or to you, is this just a wildly overpriced pair of ski goggles masquerading as this all-new VR headset that no one is going to want? Let me know your initial thoughts on Apple Vision Pro down below. Now that it's been a week or so, are you more in on this, or do you still absolutely hate it? Now let's put those feelings to the side for a moment, because there's a lot that Apple didn't tell you during the 30-ish minute portion of Vision Pro during the WWDC keynote. They showed off some cool highlights, they showed off a couple of cool use cases, but there are some more things that they didn't say that have recently been uncovered that may make you like this a lot more than you initially did, or may make you hate this headset because the price just might have gone both up and down at the same time. Let me explain. One of the most controversial design elements of the Vision Pro headset, besides it being a real headset you gotta put on your face, is the tethered cable for the battery. And the one big question I have is, what happens when that battery gets disconnected? When that cable pops out from the headset, does it just go to black? Actually, yes. According to some of the people who had time to actually test Vision Pro and who talked to Apple representatives on or off the record, there is no built-in battery reserve. So when the power dies or if the cable gets unplugged, that headset's just going to go off, at least in its current form. It also looks like there is a USB-C port on the special battery pack itself, which should let you plug in for all-day use. Of course, Apple, what else would it be? But also that maybe there's a possibility that you could plug in an external battery pack, like some huge Anker battery pack, and then extend that life even more for the headset. Not sure if it's going to support third-party external batteries connected to the battery, sort of doing a daisy chain, but it looks likely as of right now. We've also learned over the last few days that there is an additional head strap that can go over your head while wearing Vision Pro for a more comfortable, prolonged fit when you're using this for an extended period of time. Apple showed this off in just one image, but what we're learning right now is that those who actually had hands-on time to test the headset did have that third strap over their head for added support. No idea if this is going to be a preferred way to use it, or if it's even going to come in the box or be sold as some sort of $50 add-on accessory, but that is an option that may be coming if you want a little bit more comfort with this headset. We're also learning that Apple made some extremely last-minute changes when it came to the headset, specifically when it came to the software. Now, Apple called the software experience on this headset Vision OS, that is the operating system running this new spatial computing, but according to some other Apple developers and some interesting screen grabs from some sessions, looks like the name may have been different.
Together, we'll show you how XROS opens the door for you to create amazing spatial experiences. And with the new App Store on XROS, users could discover and download your incredible apps. You can create a new app with the XROS platform.
There's also been a ton of speculation about those demos that we saw in that video as well. Obviously, Apple is showing you what this looks like in the best, most ideal lighting conditions. Look at these beautifully landscaped rooms. They're showing off the best that they can, and many have suggested that this is all CGI and it's animated to look its very best and it's not real, but that actually looks to not be the case. According to some rumors we heard early last week, and then confirmed by Apple's head executive for marketing himself, what we saw from the first-person point of view with these headset demos is actually what it's going to look like. This was captured in real time and rendered from Apple Vision Pro itself.
All the UI you see, all the stuff that came, that we were showing coming out of the device was rendered on device. And it's out there. Even in a third-person view, that's composited onto a scene. So this isn't like us having graphic artists with an M2 Ultra, coming up with all this stuff. This is all coming off.
It's all rendered real time.
Yeah, all real time, and then that's how we showed it in the film, and that's important. That was not fake.
It's obviously pretty hard to tell from just a YouTube ripped video, but if it looks as good as these demos suggest, looks like it's gonna be really, really good. We're also learning a bit more about the gestures that power this system as well. Not only can you do gestures to sort of enlarge windows and sort of tap on different things, but you can do way more than that. Like you can use your hands to actually draw in virtual space, which is sort of cool. We saw that in a developer session, and also the ability to type on a floating keyboard in your augmented reality. That is going to be cool as well. And it looks like Apple is enabling developers to do more with gestures, so you're not just sort of sitting there and pinching and zooming and stuff like that, but you can actually type and drag and maybe interact with 3D objects as well. Basically looks a lot more exciting than that demo suggested, and you can actually like interact with stuff and use your hands more than just sort of sitting there like this, which that demo video sort of suggested you would. Next, though, we've got to talk about price, because starting at $3,500 is a very expensive price for this experience. Apple tried to justify it by saying, hey, if you had a great stereo system and great TV and this and that, you could combine it together. This is a great experience that you're going to get. And while it is really exciting, I'm a little nervous for what that price entails. For one, starting at $3,500 means that there must be other configurations, and we don't know what the base storage is. Do you need more storage? Are you going to have different accessories you can buy to enhance your experience that are going to cost even more money? As someone who obviously wears glasses, one of the things I am a little afraid of is what the price is going to be on those Zeiss prescription lenses, because according to Mark Gurman over at Bloomberg, he is speculating that it could be at least a couple $100 in addition to what you're going to pay for the headset just to get the prescription lenses to use it. As someone who wears glasses, I cannot use this headset with glasses. I have to get those prescription lenses, or I guess wear contacts, which means I'm going to be spending more money, like maybe like $4,000 before I can even do anything with this headset, which definitely makes me a little nervous. What also might be way different with Apple Vision Pro is how you actually buy it and take delivery, because these days you can walk into Target, Costco, Best Buy, the Apple Store, buy something and be good to go, or as is the case with 2023, you order online and get it shipped to your house, no muss, no fuss. With Apple Vision Pro, things might be different, specifically because this is going to require a really custom fit. Not only are people like me who wear glasses going to have to go through some special process to get those custom prescription lenses, but also according to those who had demo time with this headset, Apple is making like a dozen or so different light seals to make sure you have the best fit and really eliminate all that light, so you can have the most immersive experience. And it's unclear how that's going to work. Are they going to have like 12 different attachments in the box for you to use? Or will they have you order it online and then take delivery at an Apple store so you can get custom fitted for this headset to make sure you get what you need? Can you get this delivered to your house? Or are you going to have to go into an actual physical retail store to get this stuff all set up for you? Also, speaking of price, $3,500 is not cheap at all. And one interesting clip making the rounds over the last couple of days or so is that Tim Cook was asked sort of point blank about the price and whether or not he thought that most people could actually afford to buy the headset, and his response was interesting.
Do you think this is something that the average person will be able to afford?
I don't know. I think people will make different choices depending upon their current financial situation and so forth. The engineering and depth of engineering in it is mind-blowing. You've got more than a 4K experience in each eye. And of course, it doesn't come for free. It costs something to do that. But I think it's a great value.
There's also the big question of what implications does Vision Pro have on the iPhone 15 line, and this is where things get very good, but also very bad. For example, we've heard for the last couple of months, if not the past few years or so, that because Apple was really in crunch time trying to get this headset done and out the door, so to speak, that they were pulling resources and full teams of people away from other products to get this headset done. And one of the products that probably suffered the most because of Apple's Vision Pro dream is the iPhone. We've definitely seen a lack of big features over the last few years, and the iPhone 15 will probably not be immune. It's likely that Apple was really trying to get this headset done, and they pulled resources away from the iPhone 15, which means that this update coming later this year probably isn't going to be super exciting, which does align with a lot of the rumors we've heard so far. Basically, every phone's gonna get the dynamic island, maybe we get some new mute button on the 15 Pro series, we get some camera upgrades, maybe a slightly tweaked design, but nothing huge or significant. No big redesign, no big shocking feature. Looks like it's gonna be a slower year for the iPhone 15. But at the same time, Apple Vision Pro does set the stage for what could be a lot more exciting things to come for the iPhone. Maybe they come with the iPhone 15, maybe they don't, but as I sort of talked about in my last video, it does sort of give us a sneak peek at what Apple could be working on next. For example, we saw Apple really go in detail about spatial photos and videos and how cool that could be, and I wouldn't be surprised at all as soon as the iPhone 15 or the iPhone 16, that instead of you having to walk around and take those spatial photos and videos on the headset, which looks quite frankly just ridiculous, that you could take them on your iPhone. Maybe it's the addition of some new sensors or using the LiDAR and the cameras to sort of combine together to let you take these all new types of memories, photos and videos on your iPhone, because it's way easier to take really awesome spatial photos and videos like this and be nondescript about it than sort of walking around and going like this, which just sort of looks ridiculous. There's also a lot of speculation that Apple could bring some of Vision Pro's best features over to the iPhone, and I was honestly surprised from the last video how many of you guys would love to see Apple Vision Pro-esque gestures on your iPhone, and maybe that is certainly something that could come, so you could sort of have the ability to do different gestures and controls with your hands, or maybe even your eyes and eye tracking instead of having to actually touch the physical screen on your phone. That'd be super cool. I wonder if one day we could see Face ID go by the wayside and we get Optic ID on your iPhone for even more security on your phone. Maybe when Apple ditches the port and finally goes portless, we see sort of the MagSafe style connector that we've got on the headset that connects to your phone. So instead of having no port, you'd have a little nub that you could use to sort of snap on a cable to get faster charging speeds and data transfer speeds. It's a little bit out there, but maybe that could be happening. Wrapping up with a few more things on the headset, a lot of questions right now as to how many people could actually use the headset, if it has to be a sort of specially fit for your face, if you've got custom prescription lenses, and if Optic ID is just for your eye. Can you give this to other people to try, or is it just one person who gets to use Vision Pro? We're not sure about that. We also got some images of sort of a secret port or a secret adapter that goes on the headset. Looks like there is a special developer strap or developer module that will go on the headset that would allow you to get data out of it. Maybe it's real-time video, maybe it's real-time data or configuration. Not exactly sure what that does, but it certainly does exist. And then, of course, let's talk about a cheaper model. Obviously, $3,500 is pretty expensive, and Apple Vision Pro sort of suggests that a regular Apple Vision or Apple Vision Air or Apple Vision SE is coming soon, and according to rumors we've already got right now, Apple is already working on a cheaper version of this headset that could be coming maybe at the end of 2025. So now it's your turn. Let me know down below your thoughts on Apple Vision Pro and these secrets. Are you more excited about it now? Less excited? Do you think Tim Cook's answer to the price question was justified? Are you going to be waiting for that cheaper model? Or are you all in on this new era of spatial computing and you're going to pay the early adopter tax just to get this on day one? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.